Hi, I'm Max Zaslove. I graduated UPrep in 2012, and this is my wife.
Hi, I'm Tejal Angolkar, and I also graduated UPrep in 2012. What is it that you most valued about your education there, or just, being there at UPrep?
At UPrep, I always felt like the teachers in particular and the staff fostered a community and a space where we as students and I myself could feel comfortable being who I was, learning to figure out who I was, but also to speak up and be an active participant, an active individual in the classroom, but also out in the world. Are there any other aspects of UPrep, classes, activities, things that you participated in that you still think back on?
Yeah, I think, basketball is probably the biggest thing, but was such a core and defining experience, I think, across my UPrep journey. I think for a lot of students, I think if you ask, getting sports was such a core part. I think it was a great way for community, building, team building, working hard at something, not just for yourself, but for your team as well. And I think it really gave me the confidence to, excel at something I was really good at. And, took me to being in varsity, took me to showing up as captain and, taking our team to playoffs, the furthest that we've ever been.
Hidden game winners.
Hidden game from I think a core memory I do actually think back to a lot is that great game against SAS, our rivals, where it'd be hitting buzzer beaters and
Rain and threes, honestly.
thanks. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Tell me about opportunities or memories at UPrep that helped you figure out what you would want to be doing in the future, career-wise or otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, UPrep had an awesome program, or just awesome elective program that allowed us to try our hand at a lot of different things, which I loved taking advantage of. I actually spent a lot of my time doing photography in those classes, and that led me to a senior project that I took at the end of school, where a couple weeks I was able to commit to just working on my own personal photography projects that I got to present, and to get my hands on good cameras and to work in a dark room and to figure out what it felt like to create art using different mediums and different technology. That meant a lot to me, and it helped me gain the skills and the foundation to study production and film in college, and that's where my career took me to have been able to take that into the professional world, to work for TV networks, to have videos that I made go on live TV. Like, that kind of thing is something I'm definitely really proud of.
I can't help but to think back, wow, what an incredible foundation and education that we had at UPrep that allowed us to really foster that curiosity and go out into the world and be empathetic to the different types of people we see and the places we go. I think all those experiences really helped us play the part. I just think of Global Link. I think of, opportunities outside the classroom, like Change Your Pace Day, or honestly even like Night on the Nile, things like that. Such a fun way to learn and yeah.
Change Your Pace Day was a pretty great thing. That's one of the things that I would probably want to go back and relive in some ways. We did a Change Your Pace Day as an advisory once, day of exploration and running around the neighborhood with good friends, things like that would definitely be a joy to go back and experience again.
That was definitely one of my top memories as well. I think, actually also music day. I don't know if you remember, but you should dance like almost every music day. I think the one that really stands out to me sophomore year, where a big group of us did, a Bollywood dance, but it was like spanning all grades, which was so fun. I absolutely love that we still have so many friends from UPrep that we are close to and totally would also consider, our best friends. And so I actually want to ask you, what do you think is so important about us staying connected to our UPrep friends?
Yeah, I feel like it's been really wonderful and also important to see where we came from and the foundations of who we are, to the journeys that we've all individually taken, and to have watched each other grow, understanding who we are as people, but to also support each other in the new things that we take on for ourselves, the new ways that we choose to live our lives. I feel so lucky that our friends that we've kept feel so invested in building a life that is supported by one another.